Humans commonly exist under an enormous flawed premise that goes something like, we have to do something, earn something, be something different than we are in order to save ourselves or save the world or have salvation. And the premise that is not flawed, the premise that is accurate, is things always have and always will get better and better and better and better. The premise that is accurate is that there will always be a perspective of one or many who will be asking for more, and source will always harmonize with the expanded, improved version, and will always hold constant the vibration that will call you home to it. And new energies coming forth as new babies will understand and be of that vibrational frequency. So it is perfectly logical, when you understand the premise of this expanding universe, that only, let's start in another place. When you know what you don't want and you know what you do want, you put what you do want into this vortex of creation. And it's that vortex of creation that source becomes a vibrational match to. In other words, it is completely illogical to believe that things are getting worse here on planet Earth, because it's not possible that it would be that way. You keep asking, and only the part of you that is aligned with what you're asking for lives on. In other words, when you croak, you leave all your doubt and fear and worry and pessimism behind. You see what we're getting at? It has to be getting better. By the laws of the universe, it is illogical for it to be otherwise. So of course, the premise that you began with, where it seems like people are picking it up all over the planet, of course that's the case. In other words, when we the first week that we began flowing through Esther, one of the powerful statements that we presented to Jerry, that he made a very big point of understanding, was that the universe is constantly expanding, and life has never been any better than it is right now, but it will continue to get better. In other words, that is the premise of life experience, because it is only in the physical form that you can hold a vibration that will pinch you off from the well-being, but you cannot pinch everybody off, just you. So the question that really you are bringing to the forefront here is, Abraham, is it possible that even with all of the negative attention around the world to all of the negative things, that the small group of us, never a crowd on the leading edge, the small group of us that are understanding about source, and that are understanding about attraction, or understanding about emotions, is it possible that this merry band of very few beings could actually be making a difference in, and beginning to gain some ground in terms of what's going on planet Earth? And we say, one who's connected to the stream, one who's going with the wind, one who's in the vortex, is more powerful than millions who are not. More powerful than millions who are not. No competition. In other words, we don't want you to get all activated because you need to save the planet. The planet doesn't need to be saved. We want you to understand that well-being abounds. Is that the only reason that we visit with any of you about it is because we think that you should be able to line up with who you are and feel the ecstasy of life here on planet Earth. We don't think you should have to croak to go into alignment. And as it stands, for the majority of people on your planet, most will not find alignment until they breathe their last breath in this physical form. Most will not.
Well, you always say that in every seminar or tape that I've heard, that none of us, not one of us, came forth intending to pinch ourselves off from source. And yet, evidently, we all do, at least for a while.
You do.
So,
you know why? Would you like to know why?
Okay.
Because you care more about their opinion than you do about their opinion. Because you're trying to cater to what makes them approve of you, rather than align with what feels good to you. That's it. Let's all go home. That's it.